Wonder why your team is not motivated. Ladies and gentlemen, today, welcome back to another episode of David's Sin Our Last. Today, we have a very important topic to discuss here. Why does your team not feeling motivated? And today, after you watch this episode, you feel very, very confident that you may find a reason why here. Now, let's get started. So, there's some very basic requirements that are expected of from the employees once they start working. Now, there are typically 4 things that they're looking for. And these are the basic 4 criteria that you must fulfill as the leader of the team to make sure that they feel comfortable. Now, point number 1, pay. Are you paying them a fair wage? This is very important because if they don't even feel that your pay is fair, when another company hires for a similar position and maybe like a slightly higher rate, they will just leave you. That is exactly why when you see good people, make sure you pay them fair. And even at times, if you have to pay them even 2 or 3 more times for someone who can do a really good job, you just have to. Because we are going to introduce later a concept that it's better to pay someone a few more times so that you get the best person rather than getting lots of people but then doing nothing. Point number 2, security. Do they feel safe working with you? Say you see your new workers, your employees walking around every day. Do you sometimes show them expressions that may lead them to feel insecure? Like, hey, I don't understand. Like, why does the boss or the leader always kind of stare at me? It makes me kind of creeps out. Like, is it because the things that I don't do right? Or maybe he or she is going to fire me at the end? Make them feel secured and safe, because if they don't even feel safe, maybe they will just secretly go out, apply for another job, and then once they get the other new job, they will just leave you. Point number 3, conditions. Is your workplace a good place to make them feel comfortable? Like the chairs, are they sitting feeling comfortable? Because if a very basic thing like a chair doesn't even make them feel comfortable and you expect them to work there 8 hours a day, it is very difficult because they're human beings too. They feel tired. You must provide a good environment for them to feel comfortable. Point number 4, supervision. Now, it happens a lot to small companies who have managers basically from the family, so basically you have the leaders or the managers who are part of the family, immediate family. Now, one problem starts when the employees feel that it's not fair, that sometimes because they are family members that they get better treatment, and you have to completely avoid that, mainly because if you want everyone to work as a team, you have to get rid of all the hierarchies or whatever even if these people are immediate family members, you have to separate those kind of relationships from your work relationships. And I would encourage you, if it's the immediate family members that are not doing a good job, give them exactly the same treatment, like how you would treat every other employees, and that will give you the commanding control over the image of this whole company. On this side are just the basic requirement just to make them feel comfortable with you. Now, in order to scientifically motivate them, there are 3 other factors that I would like to go through here. And part number 1, recognitions. When you see them doing something great, make sure you give them the compliment that they deserve. Because as human beings, we love to be complimented. We love people give us the phrases that we deserve when we sacrifice for the whole team. And typically, people are good at complaining about what shall not be done, but they're not good at giving people the recognitions that they deserve. And that's why start today, give compliments to your workers. Point number 2, growth. Do your employees feel that they have a chance to really grow in your company? Do they really have a future? Because if you want someone to stay with you for a very long time, you better make them feel that there is a future. Because money is one of the lowest motivation factors out there. If they don't feel that they can have a future with you, chances are they want to leave because they may feel that they will just have more chances to get either promoted to a better positions or higher positions that will get them to wherever they want to get to, like becoming, say, like a part of the management or even like a partner of a company. So that is why it's important for good people to keep them at the company. You need to make sure they believe in the future with you. And how do we give that future is by giving them the responsibilities. Are you giving them enough responsibilities to make them feel that they are important? Now, obviously, that depends on what level of skill sets they have. And for example, like for newer employees that they don't have that much of experience, give them like enough task to make them feel that they have a good start. And for more experienced employees, maybe sometimes you just have to sit down and then basically have a one-on-one talk and see what the expectation is. Are they kind of liking where they headed with you? And basically give them the right and enough responsibilities to make sure that they feel important at your company. And when you make them feel important, that is how they believe they will have a future with you. Now, today I go through very important and very scientific factors on how you can motivate your teammates. On the left side, you have the really basic criteria. Make sure you pay them fair. Make sure they don't feel insecure that maybe they can get laid off or fired at any time. Give them a very good work conditions to make sure they feel comfortable. Supervisions, no hierarchy, everyone works as one team, treat everyone fair and square. The last 3 motivators to make them work even harder. Are they recognized at your company? Do you give them enough recognitions for what they do right? Do they feel that they have a future with you? And last but not least, do they feel important, that they have enough responsibilities for them to be motivated?